Hey guys, it's Nina. Welcome back to another shampoo video with a twist, which is actually to say no twist. So I was really tired when I did this and I said, you know what would happen if I just didn't retwist my locks? It's something I never do, but I wanted to see how it would go. So if you're interested, keep watching. First things first, I always start with a shake to get rid of any loose fibers. Then I'm just gonna wet my locks in prep for the first shampoo. And sorry guys, no shower head jokes this time, wink wink. So a few months ago I tried this Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight, and it's actually kind of my cellar water for the scalp. I do really like it. The only issue is it is really heavily scented, and I don't understand who they made this for with all this damn perfume in it. So if you have chemical sensitivities, I highly recommend that you dilute this. I should have diluted it, but this does get my scalp very nice and clean, which is important because I have very bad dandruff. So then I just rinse that out to get ready for shampoo number 2. So shampoo number 2 is this shampoo that I've been using from Shea Moisture pretty much since the beginning of my lock journey, which is their Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Shampoo. I put that in an applicator bottle as always to spread it around more easily. And at this stage, I'm really trying to flip my locks up as much as I can to just cover all of them with shampoo. I had to actually just do another bottle because when you have this much hair, you need a lot more product sometimes to cover it, but I'm still diluting it. Nothing ever goes on my locks full strength, with the exception of that Carol's Daughter shampoo, because it already is kind of water-based. But I'm just mixing that all around, just squeezing it through my scalp. And a lot of you guys told me not to scratch and to use the pads of my fingers instead. I try, it's hard, my scalp gets so itchy, but in this shampoo, I really did try not to scratch too much. And then I'm just smoothing the shampoo down the length of my locks. See, look, no scratching. I'm using the pads of my fingers. Well, I scratched a little bit there, but I'm trying to be gentle with my scalp because I don't want to exacerbate the dandruff, and I also don't want to cause thinning by scratching too much. And then I rinse all of that out. Before I apply conditioner, I squeeze my locks just to get rid of the excess moisture. I squeeze really tight and I let loose. Then it's time for the conditioner from the same line. I always dilute that as well. And a few people have mentioned, oh, you're not supposed to condition locks. I hesitate to say what you're not supposed to do with locks in general. The only thing I would say is that you really shouldn't put beeswax on them. You can condition your locks once they are mature. However, I have been doing it since after the first year and my locks have been fine. There was a point when I did switch to another conditioner and I kind of saw like a milky residue. I have stopped using that. This Jamaican Black Castor Oil conditioner has been fine so long as it's diluted properly, and I'm rinsing it thoroughly from my hair. It's totally fine for me. So then it's time for me to rinse the conditioner out of my locks, and I want to be as thorough as I possibly can. Just make sure I'm really focusing on the ends because they tend to attract the most buildup. So I'm squeezing the water through those. And then I just squeeze my locks dry. I have actually never used any sort of special towel or anything for my locks this entire time, 6+ years, because my hair dries really quickly. It's always a good practice to separate your roots after shampooing because it's almost August and we don't want any entanglements. That's so corny. But seriously, try to keep your roots detangled. I am super duper tired. So I have this lemongrass leave-in conditioner and I'm just going to spray right, so I'm putting my locks in some dookie braids so I can get a really nice braid out afterwards. And I'm just taking random chunks of hair, like nothing scientific about this at all. Do you guys see all this new growth under here? This is crazy. I rarely see my hair like this. So then I put my scarf over the top of my head just so I can kind of protect my scalp. Then I'm going to go under my hooded dryer, and that's that. And I do put a larger scarf over my head to go to sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have ever wondered why after 6 years I retwist after every shampoo, this is why. This is my 4C hair in all of its glory. This is the hair of the ancestors. And you know, it is what it is. This is how my hair grows. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking these braids down now. Also, it really hurts because I'm really tender-headed. That's a nice little definition though, look at that. Look at that, ow. So I meant to spray my hair first with this water and oil mixture. I figured I would do a braid out because when you have some texture in your locks, it's easier to hide, you know, not so smooth roots. So, so as I'm taking these out, I'm just pulling apart these sore roots, separating the roots as I go, because this is really important. Of course, I love the texture. I'm obsessed with braid outs, so I'm happy with how it turned out. I will be retwisting my roots most of the time. I will continue to do that because it's better for my hair. And I do plan on washing my locks again in another 2 weeks because I have something very special for you guys coming. So that was why I didn't want to retwist right now and then retwist again like too soon. We'll see how these roots do in this 90-degree heat. What I want to do is take a little bit of aloe vera gel and smooth down the top of my head just a little bit because I do feel like it could use a little bit of TLC. If I were thinking straight, I would have put this gel on last night, but I didn't because I was like, oh, I'm gonna try no products. Nah, this 4C baby don't do no products. All right guys, so after playing around with my hair for a little bit, I flipped it over to the side like I normally do instead of the center part. And at that moment, I kind of had this spiritual awakening, not to sound dramatic or really deep, but I just felt really connected to my hair in that moment. First of all, it was once I put it in the style that I like, but most important, there's just something about being able to feel my scalp in a way that I normally can't, like to actually feel the little fro underneath here and to not be concerned about my roots puffing up because they already are puffy. So it kind of takes a level of anxiety down when it comes to my hair. And yeah, this is like the biggest braid out that I've had because I have this fro underneath, so it's pushing everything up. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I can definitely tell in person because this is a style that I've been doing for years. So I brushed it in the front and just added a tiny bit of oil and some, and some aloe vera gel. But yeah, I'm actually really happy that I did this because when I wash my locks, it's kind of a foregone conclusion that I'm just gonna retwist them and that's it. I never give my natural hair a chance to just be and breathe and exist for a moment. And so seeing it this way is kind of refreshing and it's kind of like, yeah, maybe I should do this a little bit more often. Like not every single time because I do have cultivated locks and I want them to keep their shape. But yeah, this is look at these roots. They're just flourishing and I just feel more connected to myself, more connected to my hair, and I feel more I guess, in love with my hair. That's so dramatic, but I'm serious. I'm so glad that I did this. I feel like I'm embracing myself in this moment and it just feels good. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. And I will see you next time. Bye.